Coming to college is an exciting adventure, but it also comes with unknowns. Most students wonder, what am I going to do after Michigan? It's an important question, and it's perfectly okay not to have an answer right away. Your journey at Michigan is a time for exploration, to discover what you enjoy and what you're skilled at. So if you're not sure what your pathway looks like yet, you're in great company. Let's meet 3 students who are embracing this time of discovery and figuring it out as they go. These students all had different paths. The first came in undecided and through experimentation and community found her interest. The second came to Michigan with a clear goal, and her campus experiences helped her to decide to pivot to a new goal. The final student came in with a very specific interest, and through his classes and engagements was able to understand and deepen that interest further. Let's listen to their stories to hear how they explored their career interest.
When I first got to Michigan, I didn't know what I wanted to do, and that felt really overwhelming. I was a first gen transfer student in winter, so it felt like I had to have it all figured out right away. After a recommendation from a transfer mentor, I found a major that piqued my interest: communication and media. Over the summer, after my first full year, I knew I wanted to get an internship. I felt like I should get a traditional internship for my major, something like marketing or communications. I decided that if I did get an internship, I wanted it to be one I was excited for and for a company I connected with. I asked myself what I felt I really gravitated towards on campus, what I actually look forward to doing. I realized how much I care about human rights, specifically women's rights orgs. I ended up landing a PR internship based on female leadership for the summer, and it turned out that I didn't love it. I talked about my experiences with a career coach at U of M, and I realized I was way more passionate about advocacy than I was about the behind the scenes work of PR. With this realization, I felt a little panicked. I felt like I needed to change my major to women's studies to be able to go for the job I wanted. But I didn't really have time to change my major. As I was picking classes for the following semester, I realized my major was flexible enough to make it my own by picking the classes that work for me. Through all of these challenges, I was so happy to have my on-campus job. I found it through the student employment website, and it ended up giving me a real sense of community. A comfortable space with kind, encouraging people who genuinely care about me and my success. I think students can lose sight of that sometimes. We get so caught up in trying to make everything work that we forget how much it matters to be in spaces that remind us to believe in ourselves. Moving forward, I'm excited to continue advocating for causes I care about, using my major to make a meaningful difference.
When I came into college, I thought my path was set. I would become a biomedical engineer focused on biology and biotechnology. I joined a research learning community and participated in the Undergraduate Research Opportunity Program, or UROP for short, excited to explore what a research career entails. However, it didn't take long for me to realize that spending long hours in the lab focusing on repetitive tasks by myself really wasn't for me. I missed the human connection, the teamwork, and the chance to see the bigger picture. I found myself searching for a setting where collaboration and interaction were at the forefront, which felt more natural to me. The turning point came when I talked with my principal investigator about how I was feeling with my experiences. They helped me see that I have a lot of options outside of the lab. This led me to start exploring other careers and made me realize I'm a better fit for business. I ended up switching my major 2 more times before realizing that I could use my industrial and operations engineering major for business-oriented positions. These shifts led me to embrace consulting and venture capital as areas where I could grow and excel. By joining clubs that I found at Festival and engaging with alumni through resources at the Career Center, I found opportunities that align with my evolving interests in business and entrepreneurship. Now I'm excited about a future where I can use my skills in collaborative environments to make a significant impact.
I've been interested in politics since I was 12, so when I came in undeclared to LSA, I mostly chose classes in pre-law, poli-sci, and public policy. My academic interests were influenced by my family's experiences with the Flint water crisis, understanding how policy can have an impact on real people. One important moment for me was when I attended a guest lecture on campus about climate change. Listening to the speaker talk about activism and the unique political landscape really resonated with me, inspiring me to think about how I could turn my passion into real-world impact. I had a good idea of the policies I wanted to learn about, but realized that I was thinking about policy too narrowly. There are a lot of important issues to be tackled. So I declared my major in public policy. I added a minor in modern Greek due to an ongoing interest in my Greek heritage. Something I had never considered before was the overlap of my major and minor, that I could combine these interests in foreign affairs policy. Looking back, I think it all fell into place because I put myself out there and took advantage of the opportunities that presented themselves to me, attending lectures, talking to faculty, and attending career fairs. This has shifted my career aspirations. I started college thinking I was headed straight to law school. Now, I see that maybe law school isn't my immediate path, or even my ultimate one. My interests have shifted toward foreign affairs and the broader field of policy, something I had never considered before. This unexpected journey has changed my plans, and I'm excited to see where it takes me.
All of the pathways you just heard about are normal. Whether you come to Michigan decided and deepen your interest, you enter without knowing your next steps, or you come in with one idea and change your mind later, it's all normal. No experience is better than the other, and we all have unique pathways. It's also normal to have a range of emotions about deciding on your major and your career pathway. Excitement, disappointment, frustration, confusion, anticipation. The student stories show us that the most important thing that you can do is to try things out. Some students went to see speakers. Others gained insight from their clubs, their classes, and their internships. We also often hear students benefiting from shadowing and from networking with alumni. The best way to figure out what you like is to experiment, so we encourage you to get out there, even if you're not sure what you're interested in just yet. As you progress through your program, lean into your community at Michigan. This can help you make sense of what you're experiencing. Connecting with career coaches, fellow students, staff, and faculty will give you the space to debrief your Michigan experience and give you ideas for how to test your interest. The Michigan community is here to support you and your career journey.